Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
와, 졸라 비싸. 와, 왜 이렇게 비싸요? 나 거진데?
Your things will be safe with me till they're sold. Then you'll have to make do.
아니,
with
적당히 해야죠. 적당히. 돈을 못 버는데 이걸 어떻게? 씨앗이 더 비싸 왜? 아니 이걸 어떻게? 아니 이걸 어떻게?
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
아니 이 게임 정체가 뭐야?
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
정체가 뭐야 이 게임? 막 돈 버는 개념이 없는 것 같은데? 몬스터 잡아서 나온 아이템을 팔 수 있는 것도 아니고. 여기 뭐지? 이거 그 나비인데? 티끌 모아 티끌이다. 나비 이거 어떻게 하는 거지?
Compulso! Accio! Incendio!
결국 방법을 찾지 못했다. 뭐부터 해야 될지 모르겠다. 그냥 수업부터 들을까? 근데 무슨 벌써 밤이냐? 천원도 모아야 지팡이 저거 돌려받지. 600원도 모아야 되지. 돈 주는 퀘스트는 아예 존재하질 않아. 미안해요. 미안해요.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
빗자루도 압수당해. 돈이 없어서 씨앗도 못 사. 이게 무슨 상황이야? 진정한 총체적 난국인데 이거?
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
뭐냐 이 생명체는?
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
근데 여기 교수들 너무 학생한테 짬 때리는 것 같지 않아? 약간 그런 느낌 좀 있어. 응?
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
아니
Over here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
가자.
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
나 지금 굉장히 예민하거든? 나 지금 예민해 친구야. 내가 지금 캐스트를 못 껴서 예민하니까.
It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
헛. 헛. 이제 밥 다 먹었으니까 갑니다. 아, 그냥 가버리는 수.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
아, 멋진 친구야.
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seems to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
메인 퀘스트 하나 끝냈다. 하나 끝냈다. 눈물 난다. 메인 퀘스트 딴 것도 깨야 되는데 깨지 못하는 게 너무 눈물이 난다. 아니 이런 거 파밍을 하면 팔 수 있게 해줘야 되는 거 아니야? 팔 수 있는 게 아이템 뿐이라는 게 진짜 말이 안 된다. 한번 등산 한번 때려주고. 몇 개 모였지? 인테리어 갱신됐다. 여긴 뭘까요? 여기 돈 좀 있나요? 잠깐만, 빗자루가 없는 거야? 아니 빗자루가 있네. 빗자루는 다행이다. 빗자루 있네. 빗자루 타고 하늘에 있는 거 깨는 거나 깨야겠다. 뭐야, 부엉이가 이렇게 많아? 뭐야, 여기 학생이 있네? 여기 부엉이 탑이야? 이거는 왜 있는 걸까? 이거 매번 본 거 같은데 이거 왜 있는 거지? 밀쳐내는 걸로. 휴, 저건 뭘까요? 왜 있는 걸까요? 깨라고 있는 것 같긴 한데. 뿅. 아이고. 잠깐만, 이거 혹시 수령하는 거에 그거 있나 혹시? 챌린지였나? 혹시 돈 있나? 돈도 받을 수 있나? 돈 주는 건 없는 거야? 왜 돈은 없어? 외형이잖아 이거 다 어차피. 젠장. 필요의 방. 초반이라 찍을 게 마땅치가 않네. 호그와트에 있는 풍선 깨야 되는데. 호그와트에 풍선이 있다 했었던 것 같은데. 오, 풍선이 어디 있을까? 안 보이는데? 잠깐만, 퀘스트. 아, 호그스미드? 아, 호그와트가 아니라? 아씨. 아, 윙가디온 레비오사. 아니, 여기에 분명히 디펄소만 있으면 깰 수 있는 거라고 써있는데. 아, 미치겠네, 진짜로. 내 머리로는 도저히 이해할 수가 없어. 도저히 이거를 어떻게 깨야 하는지를 내 머리로는 이해하기가 쉽지 않네. 일단 호그스미드 갑시다. 뭐가 문제일까? 내 호그스미드에서 못 날지 않나?
Hogsmeade, here I come.
응? 못 나는데? 앞으로 나가면 날 수 있나? 장벽이 있네 여기. 야, 여기서 어디로 가야 되냐? 아, 저건가? 이 풍선이 있기는 한데 이게 호그스미드 풍선은 아니지 않나? 일단 터트려 보면 알겠지. 이거 아니야. 잠깐만. 퀘스트 가서 호그스미드. 맞네. 호그스미드 역 위 풍선을 터뜨리세요. 5개가 있는데 4개 터뜨렸네? 하나는 어디 있나? 하나가 숨어 있나봐. 설마 여기 아래 있는 거 아니야? 역 위라고 했지만 페이크였던 거지. 그건 아니네. 풍선 하나가 없는데 잘 찾아봅시다. 분명히 어딘가에 숨어 있습니다. 아 여깄네. 아 여깄네. 이제 배울 수 있다.
Brilliant.
됐다. 조건 달성했지. 자, 됐고 돈만 모으면 되고 저건. 썬더브루를 다수의 실전에서 다수 적에게 사용해보세요. 몬스터가 있는 데를 일단 가서 실전에서 사용해야 되니까 아까 몬스터 있던데 어딨냐? 여러 이 주변이니까 그렇게 세지 않을 것 같긴 한데. 어딜까요? 아, 몬스터가 없네.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
이런 데 아이템 있지 않을까? 돈! 돈 내놔, 돈! 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 뭐야? 뭐야 이거? 뭐야?
Accio!
이걸 뭐에다 매달아서 그걸 하는 건 거 같은데? 저기 있다. 다수의 적에게 사용하세요. 야, 일로 와봐. 야, 넌 일로 와봐. 나 이거 써야 되거든?
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
아, 그렇지. 이런 거 좋아. 근데 엄청 세다. 비싼 값은 하네. 아이템 상자가 없네. 이거를 이게 뭐야? 탱크? 차? 못하나? 못하네? 못하잖아. 뭐야? 열차 같은 건가? 일단은 아이템은 얻었고.
This place has seen better days.
아씨, 돈을 벌어야 되는데 이거 돈 어떻게 벌어야 되는 거야? 아, 그 느낌으로 가야 되나? 그 뭐지? 그 이름, 게임 이름 뭐였지?
Revelio.
그 원신 돈 벌듯이 벌어야 되는 건가? 원신에서 뭐 얻듯이. 남의 집 털고.
Revelio.
뭐가 있다는 거죠, 여기? 희한하네.
I heard some. What's this? You're the little sod that saved Treadwell. What? How do... No.
아이템 내놔. 돈 내놔. 아이템 내놔. 돈 내놔. 아이템 내놔. 돈 내놔. 여긴데?
Accio.
이런 거 말고 뭐 돈 되는 아이템 없어요? 아, 이건 아닌가 봐. 이건 아니야. 뭔가 돈이 돼야 된다니까?
I tell you this.
Accio.
You may want to... No! No!
Accio. Incendio.
You try.
안 되네, 안 다네, 거리가.
I know all about it.
Levioso. It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
돈 되는 거. 돈 되는 거 어딨어? 어딨어? 다 내놔! 다 내놔! 다 내놓으라고! 돈 내놔. 나 이제 얼마 모였지? 1,400원 필요한데, 총? 돈 어떻게 보냐? 아. 나비는 뭐야? 이거 나비 따라가면 되는 거야? 뭐야?
Time to teach someone a lesson!
Accio. Incendio.
아이템 없어요?
What do you have in...
And where did I set my traps? Was it lower or upper Hogsfield?
Oh, Ashley. Confringo! Protego! Levioso! Accio!
You'll feel that tomorrow, if you last that long. Reducto! Confringo! Reducto!
Incendio!
아이템 내놓으세요. 난 지금 돈에 눈이 멀었다. 돈! 결투 기술, 던져서 방어막을 부셔라? 뭐야? 나비 따라가기. 나비를 따라가면 아이템이 있는 거야? 여기 들어가는 건 좀 아닌 것 같고. 여기에 뭐가 있어야 될 것 같은데 없단 말이야. 매끈한 마법 모자. 레벨이 딸려. 미쳤다. 여긴 원래 내가 와선 안 될 구간인 건가? 퀘스트를 딱 했을 때 돈을 주면 얼마나 좋았을까. 일단 기술들 배우러 가고, 윙가디움 레비오사. 윙가디움 레비오사를 배워야 되는데, 미치겠다. 일단은 어디로 가야 되냐? 누가 나 가르쳐 주는 거였지? 호가와. 뭐야? 코가와에 핑 찍었는데 왜? 맞는데? 코가와 선생님이 어디 있더라? 변신이었나?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
글래시우스.
Blue powder.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
아, 곱스톤. 아, 곱스톤. 그거 그런 일도 있었지? 아, 엄청 머네? 뭐야? 바뀌었네? 아, 이런 줄 알았으면 그냥 밖에서 할걸.
How did you get on with those tasks?
어우.
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done.
저걸 얼리는 기술이야?
Recommend you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
오! 오! 그리고 이제 다음에 갈 때가 얘는 뭐야? 다음에 갈 때가 알로홍모란가 저거 배워야겠네. 저거 배워야 열쇠 딸 수 있구나.
I've always said
아유.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready.
디핀도.
Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Defendo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom.
Defendo!
Pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instructions.
Defendo!
Defendo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
디핀도 됐고, 디핀도 됐고. 이제 이거 달빛 아래 관리인의 한숨. 아 어쩌다가 아이 저 투구는 도대체 어떻게
Off on another adventure, are we?
만약에 윙가디움 레비오사 배웠는데 아니면 어떡하지?
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
뭐 빛나네요.
Now, if you wouldn't mind shooting for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience.
코리아가 나오네
Those
여기서.
statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre an idiot